this at Capital. Very young team, new coach, and trying to learn the system. So they're going to have their hands full tonight with this Oak Hill team, and hopefully they will, grow throughout the year.
Hopefully, we've got the cheerleaders being announced at the moment. And, well, we were talking about the crowd it was kind of a late blooming crowd, but they've showed up kind of nicely, haven't they?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, when we first got here, it almost looked like a scrimmage crowd, but now things are starting to boom, and I think they're real excited. First of all, the court is absolutely beautiful here at Oak Hill High School, and that should bring some excitement itself.
I see Coach Benitez Jackson, the boys basketball coach, coming in, no doubt showing his support to his counterparts on the girls' team.
Absolutely. Coach has done a good job with the boys as well. I think they're a very competitive program.
We're going to take a break to honor our country with the national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Now, John, because you've never done a game with me before, you get to experience this for the first time. Do you know that sports played a role in getting that to be the national anthem?
Oh, really? That's awesome. That's awesome.
It was a baseball game. It was the 1918 World Series. The Cubs and the Red Sox were playing. It was an awful game in Wrigley, like a pitcher's duel, 1-0. And there was a band in there because you had bands in 1918
Sure.
baseball. They struck up the band playing the Star Spangled Banner. The crowd went nuts. And then in the 1930s, it became the national anthem.
That's fantastic.
Back to our matters in 2023, however, we've got a little bit more to do here in this one. As we have both starting lineups being announced, let's go through the starting lineups here for our game. First with the visiting Capital Cougars. Kamari Johnson, Malaysia Foy, Joni Clark, Harmony Johnson, and Kenisha Bratcher. I know I'm gonna have problems with that name. I know I will. For Oak Hill, the hosts in this game, Tasia Gray, Kara Smith, Peyton Light, Jordan Harris, and Allie Williams will be the starting five for the Red Devils here tonight.
And Lucas, one thing we was looking at pregame, man, the height advantage that Oak Hill has over Capital at this moment. We're sitting here talking. Oak Hill has three girls that looks 5'10" or taller, and Capital does have one, probably 5'10", 5'11" girl, but man, the height advantage that Oak Hill has, definitely something that Coach Compton can use for his advantage tonight.
As assistant principal Jason Blankenship introduces his team.
Freshman number 1, Mary Johnson. Sophomore number 5, Malaysia Ford. Freshman number 22, Jordan Clark. Junior number 24, Harmony Johnson. And sophomore number 42, Kenisha Bratcher. Capital Cougars are coached by head coach Olivia Woody. 12, Jordan Harris. Senior, number 23, Peyton Blight. And sophomore, number 5, Allie Williams. No kill birthday was coached by head coach Darrell Compton, the specialists Auburn Wilbur and Hannah Lee Shepard.
Well, I don't know about you, John, but I've never seen an introduction quite like that in high school.
Yeah, that was pretty good, especially, with the hype, having who Jim. That brought a little bit of excitement to myself. And,
Oh, yeah.
I think I could go out there and play a little bit for a little bit.
I might could handle it alone, but I don't really want to, so please stay here. Oh, it should be a fun one tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Should have a lot of fun. We're about set to get underway here on the New River Network. Starting lineups, taking the floor. Foy and Smith to jump. And Oak Hill will control the opening tip. And the shot is up, no good. Rebound coming back for the Red Devils. Back inside. Up, no good. Rebound once again, Oak Hill setting things back up. Shot is up, no good. Rebound fourth try for the Devils, nope. And Capital brings it the other way. Stolen by the Red Devils. Fast break opportunity. Nope, foul was called. Couldn't quite get a number on that.
Looks like, Lucas, they just called a turnover on the possession there.
Oh. Well, in that case, I stand corrected. Cougars bringing the ball up the floor, crossing the halfway line, trying to set things up. And that's up and in. 2-0 Capital. Just underway, 7:17 to go in the first quarter.
Capital on the fast break. Capital's going to shoot number 1 for Capital, and that would be Kamara Johnson. She was explosive there, Lucas.
3 balls in the air. Good! And Oak Hill takes their first lead of the evening. 6:44 to go in our first quarter. Cougars setting the ball up 4 now. Foy tries to take it herself, and she does. And she gets the extra effort in. 4-2. They actually called that a 2 on the floor, not
Absolutely.
a 3. We'll fix that. And that shot is up, and it's in. Tie game.
And that was light with a 2 right there for you, Lucas.
And Capital getting it in. Here's Foy with the basketball now. Slowing things down. Setting up the offense. Taking it to the Stewart rim herself. And that's not going to be brought down. And Oak Hill will set things up again. Here's Kara Smith. She'll dish it up forward, and that's a foul call on the floor. 4-piece here, 5:43 to go in our opening quarter, in case you're joining us a tad late. You haven't missed anything. To the foul line will go Jordan Harris. First shot is up and no good. We talked about this with Chris Rader in the boys broadcast, but there is a new rule in high school basketball. The 1-and-1 is no more. So if you're watching this game and at some point you think, oh, we're going to have a 1-and-1, no, not anymore. And both shots are missed. Another foul was called. I think we may have a lane violation. I couldn't tell, but that seems to be the only thing that could have been called. Whenever it is, it'll result in another free throw.
Yeah, it looked like Kara Smith came across the line pretty eager right there to get the rebound.
And another shot is up, and it's in. 5-4 Devils. And Floyd will bring the ball up the floor. Looks to take it herself. Shuff's taking it herself. Still dribbling with it. Trying to find some room. She's being smothered defensively, and she finally puts the shot up. And I think she got fouled. And quite frankly, as much attention as they were paying to her, I'm surprised she didn't get fouled a little bit sooner.
Absolutely, and as we alluded to earlier, Coach Woody said, Malaysia's her best player right now. She's a sophomore, and you could see that she's the floor general for the Capitals.
And she misses the first of her 2 free throws. 5-4 remains. Second free throw is up. It's also no good. And the rebound will come to the Red Devils. So the ball before pushing it with a little bit of pace here is Gray. 3 ball is in the air. It's no good. Rebound, though, is put up and in. 7-4. Oak Hill showing a little bit of pressure here as Floyd tries to handle the basketball. And she'll have to do something. Timeout on the floor. So with 5:02 to go here in the first quarter, we will take a timeout with them. You are watching high school basketball on the New River Network. Welcome back into the New River Network's coverage of high school basketball here from the Lilly Center on the campus of Oak Hill High School. Lucas Berry, John Smith here with you. And we have a 7-4 basketball game. And John, we were talking a little bit about this beforehand, how Capital has really not been able to get on the floor a whole lot, but they seem to have, they've got one Malaysia floor. She's taken over this game herself, hasn't she?
Yeah, she's tough. She's a very good ball handler. Oak Hill definitely did their scouting report on her. She's tough, though.
And speaking of Oak Hill, there's a turnover. And the shot is up. No good. Comes off of a Red Devil. And so it'll be the Cougars basketball. We're still learning names, putting names to jersey numbers, so just bear with us on that one. We will get it, I promise you.
The pressure of Oak Hill is really getting to Capital a little bit here, Lucas.
We do have a new player on the floor for the Cougars. Number 13, Amora Burke, is in the game. And Oak Hill taking it to the lane themselves, putting the rebound back up. No good. Floyd comes down with it and will be smothered there.
Jump ball.
Possession arrow will keep it with the Cougars. And Oak Hill, Capital now rather, trying to force things up and get back in. Shot is up, no good. And that's going to go the other way. Oak Hill ball. And they'll get it in and push it up the floor. Jordan Harris. Shots up. No good. Rebound coming down. The advantages of being a short person trying to do a basketball game. Capital will inbound. And I think we have a 5-second being called. It will go to Oak Hill. Gets it in. 3 ball in the air. No good. Rebound is put back up and in.
And that's where, Kara Smith can just use that height that she has. She's very explosive down low, too, with making her presence known in the paint. Very talented.
Capital getting it in, and the foul is called. Cougars set to inbound, and they do, but it goes off of I think it went off a Cougar hand. It should be Oak Hill ball, at least from what I saw. Nope, they're going to say it's still Capital ball. And they will indeed get it in. Pushing the ball up the floor now, trying to get something. Oak Hill's coach wanted to walk, didn't get it. And now the Red Devils out there, the way up and in.
The pressure's really getting the Capital right now. The full court pressure that Oak Hill's putting on them is pretty impressive for what we're seeing early in this year.
More pressure. Oak Hill with the basketball now. Back out. Thought about it. Chose to drive it in. And that's missed. Comes back out. Oak Hill will retain the ball. It's a jump ball, and I think that will... Possession arrow is going to, it's not on the scoreboard, so I don't recall. It's going to Oak Hill.
Absolutely.
Devils get it in. Back out. Foul call. So 3:11 to go here in our opening quarter. Oak Hill does indeed have an 11-4 lead. Capital pushing the ball up the floor right in front of us. And a whistle. Capital to inbound right in front of us. It's Amora Burke getting the ball in. And she'll give it to Johnson. Puts a shot up, no good. Rebound coming back the other way. It's Kara Smith. Tried to get it out. And that will be Capital ball.
The one thing both teams need to do is just slow down a little bit there, Lucas. They're a little under stress with the pressure, but if they just slow down, I think they can make some offense happen.
It's been a stop-start game so far, that's for sure.
Absolutely.
Devils working to get the ball in, and they do. It's Gray. She'll get it out. 3 ball is in the air, and it's no good. And they'll battle for it underneath the bucket. Rebound goes back up for Oak Hill. Still no. Back and in. 13-4.
Foul number 1, Tasia Gray.
Cougars to inbound. And they will get it in. And another foul is immediately called. Tried to get into Harmony Johnson there and just.
That's a good drive.
In 15-4. Capital pushing the ball up the floor now. Guess who? It's Foy. She's going up. She has her pocket picked. And the ball is loose. And the Cougars will have a jump ball on the floor. Timeout on the floor, and we'll take it with them. Here on the River Network, 15-4, Oak Hill Red Devils with the lead. I did a game. In the second, last minute shot. I was sitting in third. Darren was in hit. And I was off by 3 tenths of a second. There was a buzzer beat. And everyone was freaking out. And Darren's like, we're not there. He's off by 3 tenths of a second. That's pretty good for us. Welcome back in to the Lilly Center here. Campus of Oak Hill High School, 1:57 to go in opening quarter. Oak Hill Red Devils with a 15-4 lead over the visiting Capital Cougars, who will inbound the basketball. And they get it in, but Oak Hill takes it right back. Thought about a three, but chose to drive in the lane herself. And that will come back out for the Devils, and they'll reset things here with Gray. And it's Smith. She thought about it, took it to the lane herself, came back in, and a foul is called, and they won.
You know, like we was just talking, Luke, it's the height. It's such the difference in this ball game at this moment. You know, with Kara Smith and the height they have, they're just so dominant right now at Oak Hill versus, you know, the Cougars in the paint.
We said it could be a factor, and thus far it has turned out to be. Oak Hill setting up for the and one, and it is. So 18-4, Red Devils racing out to an early lead here. And Capital will indeed get the basketball in. And did I just see what I think I just saw?
You did just see what you saw. Capital made the mistake of making the shot on Oak Hill's basket, and it does count as 2 points for Oak Hill, 20-4 game.
Well, I can't say I had that on my bingo card.
No.
And another foul is called. But you know what? It's been a whirlwind week over there. That it happens.
It happens. Very young team.
Young team, they'll learn. They'll learn. This game was played in March. It'd be a different story.
Absolutely.
Oak Hill inbounding the basketball. And it's on the floor. Nice cut. Inside. In and out. Second chance. Still in and out. And they'll kick it back out. But it will go to the Cougars. Nice sequence, though. Wasn't the Woodward with the bucket, but it was a nice sequence inside.
Absolutely. And Coach Compton's team is using, again, we're going to say over and over, that height to their advantage. He's putting in sets to use the height. And doing a really good job trying to find it there. They just got to finish the bucket.
Red Devils with the lead here. Capital with Foy trying to get things started, and then a whistle on the floor. Foul on the floor. And the Cougars will retain possession. 57.5 seconds to go here in our opening quarter. And they'll get it in. Johnson puts a shot up, unlucky, as the rebound comes back in. And Oak Hill off to the races. Devils on the move. And there's a foul on the floor.
Very fast-paced game.
Peyton Harris at the line, and she misses the first of her 2 foul shots. Or Jordan Harris, I beg your pardon. Second shot is up. And unlucky not to get the roll there, but Oak Hill does get the rebound, and it goes in. So 22-4, Red Devils here with the lead. Cougars trying to get it in, and they do. They'll push the ball off the floor. It's Floyd. Has 3 Red Devils surrounding her. And I missed the call. Based on what happened, I'm going to say it was probably a walk.
Definitely a travel call. You can tell the youth of Floyd is getting to her a little bit in this game.
I echo a phrase that I've heard many times and I believe in. You can't falter for trying to make a play.
Absolutely.
Shot is up, no good. Comes back down with an Oak Hill, trying to get something for the half. Smith goes up, unlucky to get that one, and Capital comes down with the rebound before a whistle on the floor. Oak Hill has had several good looks under the basket tonight. They've just been a tad unlucky at times, but you know what? That's just how this game is.
Yeah, and I think those looks are going to start falling, later in the game. You can see a little bit of jitters in both teams. But Kara Smith's presence is phenomenal. Maybe one of the best around.
2 shots here for the Cougars. And the first shot is up, and it's no good. And we are into 5 fouls for the hosts, for the Red Devils. So Capital will be shooting 2 the rest of the way. That comes into the no 1-and-1. Once you get to 5 fouls, you're shooting 2 the rest of the way.
And that's actually an NCAA female basketball rule as well, Lucas.
Shot is up, no good. Last chance here for the Devils in the quarter. 3 balls in the air, no good. And that's how the first quarter comes to a close. 22-4, Red Devils have raced out to an early lead here. We shall return for the second quarter on the New River Network. Stay with us. Welcome back, everyone, to our second quarter here on the New River Network. Lucas Berry, John Smith here with you from the Lilly Center on the campus of Oak Hill High School. The Oak Hill Red Devils have a 22-4 lead over the visiting Capital Cougars. And John, what a first quarter that was. It was a bit choppy, but then it got sped up here in the last minute or so.
Very choppy, but both teams showed a little bit of pressure, and both teams also, showed the jitters. But for Oak Hill, one positive is, man, they are using their bigs very well. I mean, Kara Smith, she's playing very well down low. One thing struggling with Capital a little bit is the pressure and the height. So I think Coach Woody is over there, trying to settle her team down, and hopefully things go a little bit more smoother for her team. But wow, great atmosphere right here.
Great atmosphere indeed. It really has been. This place, this is the place to be. We're about set to get going here as Coach Compton was having a conversation with the officials. Don't know quite what he was asking. Maybe he was checking on dinner plans afterwards. I'm not really sure. But
that could have been it. But they seem pretty happy, so
yeah,
we'll move on.
I can't imagine that Coach Compton's got too much to complain about so far.
With the 22-4 lead, you got to be proud of your kids, and you got to be I'm excited to see what happens the rest of this game.
Oak Hill will inbound the basketball to start off our second quarter. And we are underway. Gray dished it off. Smith puts it up. It's in and out, no good. Rebound comes down to Bratcher and a foul on the floor. Or a jump ball.
You know, if you look down low right now, you got Butcher and you got Smith, and they're both sitting over 6 foot tall. They're pretty tall girls, and they're battling down low.
Ball comes in. Ball's on the floor. Oak Hill has it still. They'll dive in. Here's a 3 ball in the air, no good. Rebound comes back down to the Capital. To Capital, it's Foy trying to get it out. And Oak Hill takes it back. So off we are. 3 balls once again in the air. It's no good. Here come the Cougars with the ball, trying to get it back out, and indeed they do. Foy pushes up the floor. Tries to do it herself. See if she tries to find a teammate. She does. Shots up. No good. Smith comes down with the rebound and will start out the floor for Oak Hill. She'll pass it back to Gray. Gray will get it across the timeline. Shots up. No good. Comes back. Capital out. And a stoppage on the floor. No scoring here over a minute into our second quarter here, 22-4, same score we ended the first quarter with. Substitution in for Oak Hill, we've got a 24 check. Now, we don't have a number on our roster, so we'll have to get that at halftime, but we will. Cougars get it in. Trying to find an outlet. They do find an outlet, but a whole host of Devils are there to corral that outlet.
As we said all night, Luke, it's the pressure, the full court pressure that Oak Hill is putting on Capital. It's so tough for them to get the ball to court.
Another whistle. It's not going to be a 2-shot foul here for Oak Hill. For Tasha Gray.
You know, we've been talking about the bigs of Oak Hill, but Tasha Gray has done a really good job controlling the floor for Oak Hill. She's definitely a good ball handler.
She really has. She's been in control. She's been to Oak Hill what I would say Malaysia Floyd has been for Capital.
Absolutely.
Floyd
Absolutely. And that's what you have to have with the 2 bigs that Oak Hill has inside. You have to have somebody that can dish the ball over to them.
Second shot is up, no good. Rebound, though, will come to the Devils. And Capital starts up the floor. Nice move there. And again, under pressure. They do get it out, though. Shots up, no good. Rebound comes back down. Puts it up, again, no good. Another shot is up, and this time it's in. Capital's on the board once again, 22-6. So it's Kenitra Bratcher, I think, on that last shot. When you start getting the massive bodies underneath there, good luck finding the number.
Absolutely.
You get the ball in, and another stoppage of play here. Capital getting the ball in here, and they will. They'll get it across the timeline for another whistle. .6:03 to go here in our opening half. Oak Hill will indeed get it in. Shot is up, very nearly in. The Capital will bring the rebound down before another whistle.
Looks like an injury timeout right at the moment.
Hope she's okay. Nothing too serious.
And unfortunately for Capital, that's not somebody you want off the floor because that's Floyd, who's their floor general.
And not only that, but they don't have a whole lot of players just in. Half the team is sick.
Yeah,
Before
absolutely.
the game.
Yeah, Coach Wood, he said, she's probably got 6 or 7 kids sitting at home not playing just because the sickness is going around Capital. So light bench and, your best player, per se.
And you're on the road an hour from home.
Absolutely. It's a tough situation.
It is, but here's the thing. We talked about it. Our partner here at the Newbie Network, Greg Christ, champion basketball coach, said he views regular season games like this just 20 exhibition games.
Absolutely.
So if you're Capital, yeah, it's a tough environment. Yeah, tough situation, but you're going to grow from this. You got a young team. They'll check back with me in March.
Absolutely. And, you're talking about young team. You look at Oak Hill, they are experienced. Kara Smith, she's a senior. Tasia Gray, she's a junior. I mean, some experience on the floor.
Experience, it's so key, and you cannot buy it.
Absolutely.
Capital will get it in. It's taken back in for the Devils. Referee blocked our view for a second. Ball's on the floor.
Great hustle by both teams on the floor right at the moment.
5:45 to go here in our second half, in our second quarter, I beg your pardon. Cougars will inbound the ball. Looks like Floyd's back out there. Nice hit. Oh, nicely done there. Johnson. And the ball goes into the stands. Heads up from the guy that caught it in the stands, though. Here's Johnson, taking it himself to the lane, and he actually got it.
What a shot and what a drive. Capital struggling to make anything happen, and she just takes it, to the hoop by herself. Impressive play, and you can look at Capital and they're wore out, they're tired, they're very drained at the moment, but they're not giving up, and that's kudos to Coach Woody and her staff for embracing that culture right now.
Shot is missed. Rebound will come in. Oak Hill pushing the ball before the waves. No good. Cougars will bring down the rebound. It's Johnson. Tilling all the way to herself, and she got it. 22-10.
And that's
no
4
look now,
points.
but the Cougars are all of a sudden on a roll.
And that's 4 points for Johnson just in the last minute. So things are starting to roll a little bit.
3 ball in the air. Good. They call that a 2. So make it 24-10. I thought it was a 3.
It looked like a 3 to me as well, Lucas, but they got better eyes on the court than we do.
That's not hard with me.
And it wasn't long that you noticed Tasia Gray was back on the field. Mm-hmm. She's not going to stay off that court long. Coach Compton needs her speed and her leadership, and you can see that.
Okay, we'll inbound the basketball here. And they'll get it in. And Capital will take it. And Oak Hill will take it right back. Here's Smith putting the ball on the deck. Nice move. And she gets rewarded with the 2. Johnson taking it to the right of himself. Foul call.
And Johnson's created something with that, Lucas. You're seeing now that they're taking a little pressure off of Floyd with Johnson being able to control it. And she's not afraid to take it to the hoop.
No, she's not. She'll take it right on and accept what the outcome is. You were talking earlier, John, about the fact that Capital got down really big early. They never stopped fighting and they never stopped playing. Game's long way from over, obviously.
Oh, absolutely.
We've seen how many comebacks of 20, but that's you talk about how it's a credit to her staff. That's a new coaching staff.
Absolutely,
It's a new coaching staff, first year, not been in the gym, and yet they've already instilled the "we're not going to give up" culture. That's a great sign. For Capital.
They only have 8 kids with them tonight. What an impressive, group of kids here. In a world where it's easy to give up nowadays, these girls are fighting, and that's impressive.
Oak Hill with the basketball now. They'll get it out. Shots up. No good. Cougars bring the rebound down. And they'll try to get it. And they do. And a whistle.
And again, right before the travel, who was getting ready to get the ball? Johnson. And she was making the beeline to go and get some contact right there on that play.
She knew where she wanted to go.
Absolutely.
She already had her mind made up.
And a matchup that you're looking at right here is Johnson and Gray. I mean, both very good ball handlers, both very talented ball players in general.
Harris inside. Nice pick by Johnson.
And
She'll take it the other way. She's going to the lane herself. And she'll miss it. Oak Hill will bring the rebound back down. They're pushing the ball off the floor. Here we go to the ring. And it's in.
As we just talked about Tasia Gray and we just talked about Johnson there. They both execute the play really well.
And they'll get it into Foy. The play will come back down to this end of the floor as I believe Floyd got pushed out of bounds. Just barely. And that's something I've noticed too, not to pick on anything, but when Capital has, they have not gone to the far side of the floor at all on inbounds.
No,
it's all been over here. Oak Hill will take it back. They'll put it up. No good. We're going to have a whistle on the floor. Oak Hill's bench wanted to walk. Don't think they'll get it. But they will get the basketball, though. Shots up for three, no good. Rebound comes back down for Capital. Harmony Johnson got it out. Nope, taken away by Gray. Gray with the ball now. She gets it out. And it's unlucky there. And a whistle on the floor. Johnson, for Capital. They'll get it out to her. Shots up and in. Nice shot.
Again, Kamari Johnson with another shot. And Lucas, you'd be impressed. She's only a freshman.
If that's a freshman, wait till three ball.
Yeah, her junior, senior year, she's going to be hard to guard. Freshman player, not afraid to make contact. I mean, we also talked about Floyd. Floyd's only a sophomore.
This Capital team's going to be really good in about 2 years or so. They keep instilling this kind of culture. They're going to be really good. And that'll go back down.
And as you see, that's just a youth mistake right there, Lucas. It's just a very youth mistake. You have a ninth grader trying to get the ball in. It's just tough.
Oak Hill will get the ball in. Three balls in the air, no good. Rebound comes back down. It's again Smith. She'll take it herself. And she gets it in, one. 33-13.
We've mentioned her name a lot. We're going to mention her name probably 20 more times tonight. Kara Smith's presence in the paint is impressive. She is going to be a name you're going to hear about, I think, all year. Definitely has to be a preseason All-State kid. Very explosive down low. And she can make shots outside the paint, too, and she dribbles really well. I'm very impressed with her ball skills.
All-around player. Have another whistle here.
I think it's just the pressure from Oak Hill that's getting to him, Lucas. They're having a hard time bringing this ball up the court.
Another long one. But Gray will take it for Oak Hill. She'll get the ball out in the wing. And they'll take it inside. Off the backboard. Comes back to it. And another foul is called. They'll get it back out. Smith. Taking it herself. Shots up, no good. Gets her own rebound, though. No, I didn't. Wasn't her. I beg your pardon. I'll get it back out. Gray. 3 balls in the air. No good. Smith will clean it up. And I think she got fouled there. She wanted to foul, I'm sure, but she's not going to get it. And guess who? It's Johnson up the other way. Off the backboard, no good. Gray comes back up for Oak Hill. Under 2 minutes to play in the game. In the half, I beg your pardon. 3 balls in the air, no good. And Smith looked like she took some friendly fire there. And Capital will indeed get it in. Here's Johnson. She puts up a 3 off the brim. And that'll go out of play. Oak Hill ball. John, don't know if you saw this or not, but speaking of being in a basketball game, I saw earlier on social media that today is the anniversary of the sport of basketball being invented.
That's awesome. That's fantastic.
Smith. Nice cut. In, no good. Capital brings the rebound down. We're down to 1 minute to go in our half, and the ball will go out of play. Oak Hill will get possession back, up 21, 34-13. And Oak Hill just comfortable slowing things down. No need to be in a major rush. They'll work it back out to Gray. With no shot clock in high school, they can't hold for the last shot.
Yeah, definitely a lot of motion offense going on right here. Carrot Smith fumbles the ball a little bit there, but definitely a lot of motion. It looks like they may wait for, last shot opportunity right here.
Smith had a good cut there, and that will put an end to that. Capital can hold for the last shot now.
Absolutely, absolutely.
First things first, getting it in. And that's not gone Capital's way so far tonight.
They're struggling with the pressure like we've talked. Good ball handling makes wonders, and unfortunately it's not there right at the moment.
They got it in there. What a block that was. What a block that was.
Again, we talked about the height advantage.
Yeah.
She's standing a foot over top of her. And
all you got to do is just reach.
Absolutely. So, Coach Compton has some height, and I think it's going to help him come March.
Oh, yeah. They'll get it into Johnson. Puts a 3 ball up. Nearly made it. It comes off the rim. Oak Hill can't hold for the last shot, but they've got to move. Down to 10 seconds now. Shots up. No good. Underneath the rim.
And definitely a foul. I mean, they were just trying to keep a basket from going in. But, again, when you have the Twin Towers in there,
yeah,
it's hard to do anything with.
Yeah. 4.5 seconds here to go in the first half. Oak Hill trying to build on a 21-point lead. And indeed they do. Make it a 22-point lead, 35-13. Got a football score here. And again, 36-13, Oak Hill with the lead. Capital will try to get it in for one last play here before the half ends. And they will get it in. Ooh, very nearly a buzzer beater. Very nearly a buzzer beater, and that's how the first half ends. Our halftime score, the Lilly Center in Oak Hill, hosts Red Devils 36, visiting Cougars 13. We shall return on the Nerva Network. You are watching girls high school basketball. Stay with us. The second half is next. Let me go get some more names.
Yeah. Get some breakdown of points wise too.
Yeah.
That's what I'll do for you.
minutes or so.
Yeah, that's fine. You know, new classifications. Both these schools are 4A.
Yeah.
They're not in 3A next year, so you'll be looking at a 4A matchup here. Quad A, 4A.
And with so few teams in that classification, they're probably going to play.
Yeah, absolutely.
We'll get a chance to see this game as the young Capital Cougars continue. And I mean, even if I'm not doing a game, I would come back to see that just because I want to see how Capital progresses.
Oh, yeah. I mean, they're so young. They don't have a senior on the team. They have one junior. That's
right.
Sophomore and freshman.
They're going to grow. It's just
They have to.
yeah. It just takes time.
Yeah. I mean, you got a 14-year kid going against Kara Smith who's 17, 18 years old. And
That's like context.
Yeah.
No, it just doesn't happen. Welcome back into our halftime coverage here on the New River Network. We've got a halftime score of Oak Hill Red Devils 36, Capital Cougars 13. Lucas Berry and John Smith here with you. And John, you've been crunching the numbers here, haven't you? Let's see how your math is.
Yeah, we've been crunching a little bit. Leading scorer actually for Oak Hill actually came off the bench, and it's number 33, Craddock. She has 9 points. She's done really well. Of course, right behind her is her twin tower, Kara Smith with 8 points. Taja Gray has 6. Jordan Harris with 3, and then Peyton Light with 2. Should equal out to about 36 points right there. One thing that we need to notice about both teams, and we'll mention it whenever we get to the Capital side of things, free throws. 4 from 9 from the free throw line for Oak Hill. Then you flip corners and you go over to Capital, and what's one game we've been saying all night? Kamari Johnson, 7 points. And right behind her is Malaysia Faye with 6. And that's all the points they have. Coming into halftime here, Lucas, 1 from 7 for the line. So, foul shots have been, not so great for either teams. I mean, you're sitting at 5 for 16 as a total combined, both teams. One thing we need to note too, Taja Gray has 2 fouls. Also on Capital on the flip side, Kamari Johnson has 2 fouls, and so does Malaysia Voigt. Both girls you do not want out of the game at any time. So we'll be interested to see what Coach Woody and Coach Compton does during this halftime to maybe adjust a few things to see how to keep those players out of foul trouble.
We do want to I hate to keep harping on it, but it can't be ignored. This is a young Capital team with half the team sick at home. They've come on the road. It's the first-year coaching staff. They haven't been in the gym because they've been building a new gym down there. This is a real measuring stick for where this program is going to be and how far it's come in, however long basketball practice has been going on. This is a real big game for Capital. Even if they lose the game by a substantial margin, this is one of those games where you're going to look back on it, you're going to go, hey, season changed, but season got defined in part in that game at Oak Hill.
I mean, you're looking at that Capital team, as you just mentioned, and just like we talked during break, they have 1 junior, no seniors. Sophomore and freshman heavy. You look at this team that Oak Hill brings to the table, Taja Gray, Kara Smith, Craddock, all these girls have experience. You see the difference with the point total, not only that, but how they play the game. And that's a big point. Like how is Capital going to improve throughout the year? Are they going to improve? And if they are going to improve, what does this mean for Coach Woody and her staff moving forward with a lot of sophomores and a lot of freshmen?
And fundamentals are such an important thing, and it gets said every year, but it's still true. That's a big jump going from middle school to high school.
Absolutely.
It's a massive jump.
And absolutely. Oh, you see a lot in football, the jump from the middle school to, but in basketball, you're looking at, being the big dog at 14 years old, and now you're back as being, the little kid on the block, basically. And, I'm just impressed with the hustle, though, that Coach Woody's team is still bringing to the floor because they were down at one point, marginally, and they didn't give up, and that's impressive.
Chris Rader and I talked about the last basketball game we did. We were talking about what's Oak Hill Greenbrier East, and he was talking to Coach Jackson. He was asking him about Greenbrier East, and he said, "Well, they play hard," and so many times you hear that, "Oh, they play hard." That's not a compliment. That's
right.
That team isn't good, but they play hard. That's a compliment to Capital.
Absolutely.
They came in here and they've played hard the whole game. And again, I sound like a broken record. I don't care. They're going to improve, and we're going to look back on them end of the year, next year, and go, hey, watch out for Capital.
And just get maybe a little off topic. This game next year is a quad A game.
Exactly,
Lucas.
yeah.
This is not a triple A game no more. Both teams have moved up in their classifications with the new classification that just came out by the West Virginia Secondary School Athletic Commission. You're going to be seeing a lot of changes in multiple schools and who they play in. This is going to be a game not only that is going to be a regular game, this may be a regional game or a sectional game coming up. So definitely excited to see how that goes. And
especially with only Oak Hill and Woodrow Wilson being in southern West Virginia in Quad A. You're going to have to find another section.
Greenbrier East and Princeton, they both fell down to 3A. Puts them in a different section, puts them in a different region. Changes things for football. Coach Marion and that group of staff is going to have to change their outlook on who they're going to play. It's going to be really exciting but really frustrating time for coaches. But 4A system is a great thing to go with because it gets some of these other schools chances to make the trip to Charleston. That trip to Charleston for basketball is phenomenal. If you've never experienced, you don't understand what it's like, it's a great experience for all students and all coaches. So really exciting time in West Virginia sports.
My freshman year at Oak Hill was the second of Oak Hill's 2 back-to-back state championships in 2010 and 2011. And I will never forget going down to the Civic Center to watch Oak Hill play in that state championship game. I think we played Scott. That was an experience. As a student, it was an incredible experience, let alone as a player.
So now we're back on the court, and let's see what Capital and Oak Hill made adjustments at halftime.
We shall see. Ball is on the floor. Johnson pushes off, gets a shot up, no good. Smith comes down with the rebound. She'll push it up the floor. And she'll try to anyway. They'll slow things down. Up and in. 38 to 13, I beg your pardon.
And you see Oak Hill coming out full court pressure at the beginning of this half.
Up again, no good. Capital will start things up here with Harmony Johnson. Now she hands off to Malaysia Foy. Foy has the ball now. Takes it herself. Shots up, no good. And Oak Hill will clear out the rebound. Guess who? It's Smith. Pushing the ball up the floor here. Peyton Light took it, and she scores 40 to 13. Johnson. Can't tell if she was trying to lay it in for a teammate or take it herself, but regardless, it's a dead ball.
And look who she's matching up with, Tasia Smith. That's not an easy matchup all night.
To the lane and in, 42 to 13, Oak Hill with the lead. More full court pressure being applied by the Devils and a whistle on the floor.
And Lucas, that's 3 for Gray right there. I mean, what's Coach Compton going to do? Is he going to let her play it out? She's a floor general because you kind of have to have her out there. So we'll be eager to see what Coach does here.
We'll watch that with intent here in the second half. And an impromptu game of soccer breaks out. It's Gray tries to find a teammate, and she does. What a block! What a block that was, but it still goes up and in. 44 to 13, Red Devils here with the lead. Johnson with the ball for the Cougars. She'll push it up, trying to take it herself. And that's a stoppage on the floor, turnover, Oak Hill ball. And Oak Hill will get it in. Smith takes it herself. She takes a 3 ball. That's no good. Rebound comes back down. Johnson with the ball now for the Cougars. And they'll push up the floor. They'll get it up. And Smith with the ball now for Oak Hill. Whistle on the floor. Oak Hill to inbound pretty much right in front of us.
I think there's a discrepancy who's getting the ball here. It should be Capital's ball.
Now we got it right. Ford gets it into Johnson. Johnson crosses the half-court line. Try to get it inside. They do get it inside. Shot comes up, no good. Smith comes down with the rebound. Over to Gray. She'll take it herself. Finds a teammate inside. Finds Light. She'll kick it back out to Smith. Smith. Out to Smith, puts it up. No good. Rebound Ford. And up Capital go the other way. Whistle on the floor.
You know, one thing that Coach Compton's trying to get his team to do while he's doing the play-by-play, I kept hearing him say, set it up, set it up. He wants his Oak Hill team to slow down, work on the fundamentals, get their offense rolling, and just take time to make the play happen. They know they have the Twin Towers inside with Smith and with Williams. Use them to their advantage, and this ball game will go the way it's supposed to go with Oak Hill.
Ford the foul line. She'll be shooting 2, most definitely. And she misses the first one. It's not been a pretty night from the foul line for either team tonight.
No, like we mentioned, when you're sitting there 5 for 16, now 5 for 17. 6 for 18 now. I mean, that's not a good. That's not a good measure.
An even 33%.
Absolutely, it's not a good measure from where you want to be from the free throw line.
Smith takes it himself. I beg your pardon. Now it's Smith. There we go. Now it's to Peyton Light. Light will get it back. Gray puts it up. No good. Gets her own rebound. Kicks it back out. Harris. Jordan Harris with the basketball now for Oak Hill. Here's Gray. Getting inside to Smith. Smith puts the ball on the floor. And it's missed. Johnson comes down with the rebound and she'll go the other way for Capital. She's up. No good. Puts back up. No good again. In and out. Capital's been unlucky at this end of the floor the whole night.
Absolutely. It's just not went their way.
But again, the effort from the Cougars gets the rebound back. Here's Ford trying to take it herself. She will. And she'll miss it. Smith takes the rebound down for Oak Hill. Out to Peyton Light. Peyton Light dishes it to a teammate, and that is Allie Williams. To make it 46-14. Oak Hill with the lead. Johnny Clark, the basketball now. That's Bratcher. Ford. Johnson for 3, and it's good.
Bart Johnson, that's 10 for her tonight. She's doing well.
46-17, the Red Devils with the lead. 3:40 to go in our third quarter. Gray out with the basketball now. She'll take it into Harris, who goes up and in, make it 48-17. Johnson with the ball now for Capital. Unlucky. Again, it's tough to win against size inside when you're just giving up so much size to them.
Absolutely, and not only that, the talent. Yeah, Kara Smith is very talented.
Gray, that's in. And we'll see what they mark that. They mark it a 2, 50-17.
That's 10 points already for Gray. A very explosive point guard.
Johnson with the ball now for the Cougars. Stick the ball now once again. Shots up. No good. Smith with the rebound. They'll bring it back for Oak Hill. And I think Smith and Gray were on a little different wavelength that time.
Coming to the bench is Jordan Harrison. You want to talk about a player. She's got 5 points, and she's only a junior, Lucas. This team from Oak Hill, we're going to talk a little bit more about, but they're not super senior heavy either.
No, they're
talk
not.
About that.
No, they're not. This is not. If you like a senior heavy team, this is not your game. Johnson will take it herself, and Oak Hill will bring the rebound down. It's Kara Smith with the ball now. She got to Peyton Light. Peyton Light finding a teammate inside, in and out, no good. Don't know how it didn't go, but Capital will retain the ball. And Johnson's got a fast break the other way. She'll put it up and in. 50-19.
That puts Johnson with 12-14. That's impressive.
And Oak Hill going back the other way. We got a track meet now. 52-19. 2:06 to go here in our third quarter. Johnson with the ball now. She'll put a 3 ball in the air. It's no good. Rebound comes back down. Gray. Got to get to Peyton Light. Just goes a little bit off her fingertips. And Capital will have the ball.
Timeout Capital. Full timeout for Capital.
And we'll take it with them here with 1:46 to go in our third quarter. 52-19. The host Red Devils with the lead. We shall return on the New River Network right after this. Welcome back in here to Oak Hill High School. The host Red Devils, as I mentioned going into break, have a 52-19 lead over the visiting Capital Cougars. Lucas Berry, John Smith here with you. Want to give a shout out to our cameraman, Robert Polly, working the camera. We appreciate you, Robert, and all you do. I say that because sometimes I know Robert will watch the game, have the game on his phone, and he'll have like his one AirPod in. So hopefully he hears that because we really do appreciate him. We can't do it with a game without a cameraman.
Absolutely. He's done a fantastic job tonight.
Yeah, he has. Back to on-court matters, though. Capital will try to get it out. Johnson just a little bit over her head. Just a little bit. And Oak Hill will have the basketball now. Allie Williams. Gray went up for the rebound. And they'll kick it back out. Long 3 in the air off the rim, no good. They'll try it once again, reset things. Here with 1:15 to go in the third quarter. Gray for 3, she hit it!
And she's not shy. She'll take that shot because she has the range there, Lucas.
Johnson with the ball for the Cougars. Foy. Nice move. Tough shot. Up, no good. And Oak Hill will have a break. It's Gray. It's in. 57-19. Oak Hill with the lead here. Under a minute to go in the third quarter. Here's Johnson now. Nice cross-court pass. Shots up. No good. Rebound comes back down inside, a whistle on the floor.
You know, that's really the first time that Bratcher has had the opportunity to get the ball up.
Yeah.
The Twin Towers, you know, with Kara Smith, Allie Williams, and even whenever Craddock comes in, she hasn't had the opportunity to do anything. Bratcher with her first shot up. No good. .4 seconds to go here in our third quarter. Bratcher, as John mentioned, missed the first of 2. There are no more 1-and-1s in college and high school basketball. Just not basketball here, but just good to know. Shot is up again, missed, and Oak Hill will bring the rebound back down. Nice ball movement there from the Devils. They'll set things up. And Smith inside. Tough shot, no good. Foy brings the rebound down for Capital, and they'll try to get the last shot of the third quarter.
And nice roll, just couldn't get it to go in. Foy puts it back up, and it's in. 57-21. And Oak Hill will not get anything in before the third quarter comes to a close. And with that, we are through three. 57-21, host Red Devils with the lead. We will be back with the fourth quarter on the River Network. There you go.
Yep.
Welcome back to the River Network's coverage of high school girls basketball here. 57-21 Oak Hill with the lead. We are set to begin the fourth quarter of action here. Lucas Berry and John Smith with you from the Lilly Center in Oak Hill. Visiting Capital Cougars have, well, it's been a game for them. I think that's the best way to say it.
You're right. It has been a game, but this is only game 3 for them for the year.
Exactly.
They play a really tough John Marshall team, so we'll see what happens.
What happens now is Gray puts a shot up. It's no good. Craddock came down with the rebound, but Floyd took away from him, and Capital's on the move. Floyd tried to take it. A tough shot. And Craddock got
Jump ball.
jump ball. She got surrounded by a whole host of Cougars there.
You know, if Coach Woody can get her team to settle down and take quality shots, this team's going to be pretty good. We keep saying it, but they are.
Nothing but praise for Capital tonight. Nothing but. Floyd got it out. 3 balls in the air, and it's good. What a shot that was. Even the home fans are like, hey, give credit where it's due, right?
What a shot, you know, Harley Johnson. What a shot.
You'd have thought that was a Red Devil making that. This place got loud. Shots up, no good. Rebound comes back down. Gray puts a 3 ball in the air. If she makes this place is going to go wild. It didn't. And loose ball. Oak Hill will come down with the ball, and they'll push the ball up the floor. Going end to end of the Devils. Foy has it now for Capital. And tough shot, foul call. .6:45 to go in our fourth quarter. We keep talking about it, but it remains true. Capital has not lied down all night.
No, and they've only played 5 or 6 girls the entire game. I think they got 7 dressed over there, but only about 5 or 6 been playing the entire game. Definitely a conditioning trip for them.
First shot is up, and it's good, 57-25. Oak Hill with the lead. Well on their way to a convincing win. Yeah, second shot is up, no good. Rebound is contested. Oak Hill will have it as Gray will bring it across the timeline. She'll get it out. Long 3 in the air, good! 60-25.
You know, that's a bench player coming off, giving you some quality minutes, some quality shots. That's something that Coach Compton has to be pleased with.
If you've got depth, you can win. And Oak Hill certainly has depth. And Gray steps in front of that pass, or does she? Foy comes back. Bratcher thought there may have been some contact in there. They let it go, and now there's a whistle on the floor.
And there is some contact there, Lucas, and it looks like Capital is going to get the ball.
And that shot is up, no good. We're going to contest for it. We're going to come back down. Johnson has the ball now. She'll put it up. Not quite. 4 blue shirts in there against 1 Oak Hill shirt, and they'll take it. Johnson has the ball yet again. She'll set things up.
What
Gray
a
picked
play
the
by
pocket.
Gray.
And she's going coast to coast, and she's fouled. She gets the and 1.
And that's a contribute to her athleticism, but also her hustle there. She didn't give up on the play. She knew she was going to receive some contact. And, she's only a junior.
Only a junior. That's all. We've been praising Capital, and rightfully so. Well, let's talk about this for Oak Hill. You've got a 40-point lead, and your girls are still out there playing as if it's a 4-point game.
Absolutely.
That we talk about how Capital is establishing culture. That's a culture that's established by Coach Compton.
Absolutely, and it's easy to put it on cruise control whenever you start winning by 38 points as they are right now. So contribute all that to Coach Compton and his staff for doing the right things.
Johnson with the ball now for Capital. Foy took it herself. Tough shot. Up and no good. Oak Hill will bring the ball back down. It's Gray.
What a dish to Craddock.
Dish. Nice dish that was, and they got rewarded. 65-25, 40-point lead for the Devils. Johnson with the ball now for Capital. And a whistle on the floor.
If you're watching from home, one name you haven't heard a lot in this fourth quarter is Kara Smith. Kara Smith's not playing a lot in this fourth quarter. I think Coach has a mindset, she's done a good bit. He needs to save her and play her whenever the time comes.
Exactly. 3 ball is in the air, no good. Now Craddock brought the rebound down. She'll put it back up. Shot gets blocked. Capital will retain possession. And when you've got Natalie Craddock as your second option, you can do that with Kara Smith.
Absolutely. I mean, Craddock's sitting on there every bit of 5'10", 5'11". You have Allie Williams and you have Kara Smith, both 5'10", 5'11". There's nothing shy there that you should be afraid of.
You've got options.
Absolutely.
That's for sure. And every coach in this country, at every level, wants options.
Absolutely. And if you have 3 girls standing over 5'10", you have a pretty good shot in high school basketball.
Shot is up, tough shot at that, no good. Shot comes back out again, 3 ball in the air, no good. And it goes out of bounds. Oak Hill will get possession.
And Lucas, height's one thing, but height and athleticism combined, and that's what Oak Hill's 3 bigs have, is impressive.
That's a potent combination if there ever was
Absolutely.
one. 3 ball, no good. Johnson with the ball now for the Cougars. And some contact on the far side of the floor. I think she was trying to replicate a Capital running back there.
Yeah, and if you've watched anything with Capital football, that's how they play. They'll come at you. But, Cougars are number 10 for Oak Hill, man. She just is playing physical defense, and she was just caught in the wrong spot at the wrong time.
That's curious and Fizel.
And you see Tasia Gray coming off the court, probably the night for her.
I would say.
And what an impressive night.
Foy puts it back up, and she gets the roll. 65-27. Oak Hill now with the lead. Couldn't quite get a number on that.
I think that was Peyton Light. They're driving in. Very impressive drive.
Impressive drive, just unlucky to get anything from it. But again, that's how this game goes.
Timeout, Oak Hill.
Timeout on the floor, and we'll take it with them with 3:50 to go here in our contest. Big lead for the Devils. We'll be back for the conclusion of the game right after this. I'm only off by 1 second. I'm doing the play-by-play.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
And we have returned on the Nerva Network. 3:50 to go in our contest. Oak Hill has a big lead here at the Lilly Center. Home game, of course, for the Red Devils. Capital making the trip from Charleston, and That'll be a long bus ride back.
Yeah, that trip down I-64 is going to be a pleasant one. But one thing at Coach Woody, as we've mentioned, her teams play hard. And usually, sometimes that's not a compliment, but tonight it's very much of a compliment for Cap. They played hard.
I kind of wonder if Kanawha County has school tomorrow, because if they don't, sleep in tomorrow. You've
Sleep
earned it.
in, absolutely. Sleep in.
Oak Hill now with the ball. Shots up, no good. And the Devils will corral it. What a play inside. Two, no good. And comes right to us. That's the first time that's come over to us all night. And I'm kind of surprised by that.
And that's okay. That's okay. We don't have to play in this game. That's a good one. Malaysia Foy to take the inbound.
She'll give it to Johnson.
You look there, even down by 38 points, they have smiles on their face.
Yeah, they do.
So,
They're happy to be playing.
absolutely.
Whistle on the floor. Capital will have the ball. And another whistle. Foy to inbound. Coach issuing some instructions.
What
Up
a great
and
input
in.
play. They had a goal to put Johnson in the play, and man, they made that happen. She make a break to the basket, and what a play by Capital.
Craddock. Foy took it from her. And Foy starts the other way. Handled here. Oak Hill going the other way with it, and the foul on the floor.
Floyd's playing great defense too as a freshman. One thing Coach Woody's going to have to do is just keep her with the program.
Comes in, and Capital will have it. We've got a stoppage of play here. Oak Hill will inbound. And they get it in from the foul line. No good. Craddock gets her own rebound. She'll get it back out. Three ball is in the air. It's off the rim. No good. Rebound comes back. Oak Hill trying to corral it. And the ball goes out of bounds. Inbound comes in and one. (67-29) with 2:28 to go in our game.
And if you are a sports writer or somebody that's looking at some all-state stuff later on in life, I think in about 3 years, whenever you look at Floyd's name, you're going to see a first team all-team ballot on there because that girl doesn't give up. She plays good defense and offense. Capital is very blessed with a freshman in her.
I could not agree more if I tried. I could not agree more.
I mean, all smiles on her face, still controlling the game, not letting the point difference get to her. It's just impressive to see a freshman play
And it
this
looks
kind
like
of ball.
she's got something on her knee, too. She's been injured tonight.
Yep.
And they'll get it out to Johnson. It's a three ball in the air. It's no good. And Oak Hill will control the rebound. Up, no good. Foy once again for the Cougars. This is a whistle on the floor. I think they're saying she stepped out. No, it's a foul called. I beg your pardon.
And when Coach Woody said Malaysia Foy was her best player, she was not lying.
No, she was
knew
not.
exactly what she was talking about with that freshman. And I think Kamari Johnson's going to be pretty talented for him too. So.
They've got a talented duo. They've just got to get experience. And like I said,
Absolutely.
yeah, that just comes with time. Johnson will take the ball up the floor. She'll cross the half-court line. She'll bring it over to the far side. To the near side, rather. She'll get it into Foy. Foy put it up. Shot is no good. And Oak Hill is crowded. And they'll put it back up. Goes out of bounds off for Cougar. It will remain on this end of the floor. Shot is up and in. 69-29. 40-point lead restored for the Devils. And a stoppage. I think someone went out of bounds to the far side there.
And on that possession, I don't know if you noticed, Lucas, but Malaysia Floyd told Johnson, take the ball. Go ahead. Control this. You can tell that the freshman mentality right now is getting to her. And, but she's not giving up. She's going to the hoop, and she's playing good ball.
Yes, she really is. I know we sound like a broken record, and I know people are going to go, can you guys say anything else? But if it's true, it's true. And Foy will step to the foul line now for Capital. First shot is up. Off the rim, no good. And the second shot is also no good. And Oak Hill just had a little bit of trouble on the inbound there. On the rebound, I beg your pardon, because it wasn't the made shot. So Capital will retain possession here on this end of the floor. 1:16 to go in our game. Nice pick from Oak Hill, but they get the ball back. It's Foy taking it herself. She'll put it up, no good. And Oak Hill will bring the rebound back down. Capital will control it, though. They'll get it in. Here's Foy. And jump ball.
Stays with Capital.
Foy will inbound the ball. Oak Hill now has it. And the ball goes out of bounds. Capital will have it. And again, in high school basketball, there is no shot clock, so it's conceivable that Capital could hold for the last shot. Here's Foy. Johnson puts a three ball in the air. It's no good. Shot comes back up. Not good. And a bit of a wary pass that was. And Oak Hill trying to get ahead with it. Nice pass. Nice contact. And they're going to say the shot never happened, so it'll be 30.4 seconds to go. And Oak Hill will go to the line.
Looks like they're going to actually call it on the floor there, Lucas. One referee said shot, other referee said on the floor. They went with on the floor. Oak Hill ball.
And shot comes up. It's no good. They'll put the shot back up. Again, no good. And whistles all over the place.
Jump ball looks like it's going to be Oak Hill's. And, you know, this could be the last possession of the game. Oh, on the line, they call Capital ball. So, no, not last possession of the game there,
well, this
Lucas.
could be, though.
This could be. Looking ahead for both teams, Capital will be playing Woodrow next week. Another tough matchup for Capital. And then for Oak Hill, they get to play in the Nicholas County Invitation coming up. So, a few away games for both squads.
Nothing like some holiday hoops.
That's right.
I was going to ask if that Woodrow game was on the road. That's another trip up 64 for Capital.
Absolutely, you know, and it doesn't look like you have another home game for Oak Hill until January 25th.
Yeah, they wanted to test the gym out, then they wanted to give it a break.
That's right. So definitely a lot of travel during the holiday seasons, but when they do come back, they'll be ready to roll.
3 balls in the air. What a shot that would have been if it had gone in. And that is how the game ends. A 40-point win for Oak Hill, 69-29. Red Devils here improve once again. Capital. It's a tough night for them, but it's a night they can build on. And so for John Smith, I'm Lucas Berry. John, thanks so much for being here with me tonight.
Absolutely, it was a pleasure.
Absolute pleasure to be with you. We have enjoyed your company as well on the Nerva Network. We look forward to being with you tomorrow night as the Oak Hill boys team will be hosting Princeton right here at the Lilly Center. We'll have that game for you at 7 o'clock tomorrow. So for everyone involved in the Nerva Network, thank you so much for listening, for watching, and good night, everyone.